trespassing.
Frozen in stone by day, flesh and blood wing warriors by night. Up next, NECA Toys Gargoyles Goliath on T's Multiverse. Welcome to T's Multiverse, folks. I'm your host, Tyrus, and today is even more so of a great day because I just feel like I'm Indiana Jones from Raiders of the Lost Ark or the Temple of Doom because I have finally found my most precious artifact in the NECA Toys Gargoyles Goliath Ultimate action figure. And they got that right. This is an ultimate find from me. I had been looking forward to this figure ever since it was announced. And then I started to see that it was popping up in Targets, except for mine. Had the guy on pre-order. Seems like he would never drop at all. So continue to check my Targets and strike out. However, on that one fateful night, walked into Target, headed over to the NECA section thinking I was going to strike out again. And it teaches you got to be positive. Got to stay positive, right? And headed over to the NECA section, and lo and behold, that thing was just sitting there, and it had a light just shining on it. I could hear voices, beautiful voices, just serenading me as I walked slowly over to the box. And it was in slow motion, and I pick up the box, and it was just a wonderful moment. I was just happy. I was so happy. And I even posted it on Instagram. So definitely follow me on Instagram at t.multiverse617. And yeah, I'm just so happy to have found this guy. And I not only found Goliath that night, but I also found the NECA TMNT Chrome Dome figure. So I found not one, but two ultimate items that I had been looking forward to. So that was a night to remember for me. Really happy with this guy already. I haven't even opened up yet. Before I dive into it, I gotta say this. I love the animated series. It's by far, for me, one of the greatest animated series ever made. The writing was stellar. It was like on a whole nother level than many other animated series. It was on the scale of a cinematic film for me. I appreciate that animated series even more so now as an adult than I did back in the day when it was released. You know, like I said, again, the writing, and then on top of that, man, you talk about one of the greatest voice casts ever assembled. I am one of the biggest Star Trek The Next Generation fans out there. So they basically had casted half the Star Trek crew for this animated series. You had Marina Sirtis, she voiced Damona, and then you have Jonathan Frakes, Riker, David Santos. Then you have Michael Dorn, my most favorite Star Trek character, who portrayed Worf. He voiced Coldstone, who is also another character that's coming to this line. And then the late, great Ed Asner, who voiced Hudson, who's my most favorite gargoyle. Last but not least, the great Keith David, who voiced Goliath. The animated series was just on a whole nother level. So we're going to take a look at the box here. It is a biggin. It's a biggin. All right, so we have this wonderful package here, this display art here of Goliath, just looking all types of just cool, man. I mean, this is just beautiful. A little dinged up here on the side, but man, this art is just absolutely excellent. I mean, look at the colors and just everything, man. It just gets you hyped up already. Haven't even opened them up yet, so. But yeah, this guy, this looks awesome. So we have here Goliath atop of a building, and he had just broken out of his stone sleep or whatnot. And then we have down here, we have Gargoyles, Goliath, ultimate action figure. Again, we have this beautiful image of Goliath here, just looking down on the city of New York. And then here we have Gargoyles, Goliath, ultimate action figure. Then we have some warnings here on the side. And here we have another awesome, I'm going to pan this guy back because we have like another awesome image of Goliath. Oh, he looks so good. Gargoyles, NECA. And then we have here some more promo images of Goliath. And as he's showing off one of the accessories that he comes with, so we'll dive into that very shortly. And here we have a little bio on the back. All right, so let's dive a little deeper with this box by opening and exposing this display window that looks so beautiful here. We're treated to an actual image of the Goliath action figure. And here we have the swappable head. We have some hands. We have this book here, as well as the jalapeno pepper. And we have, here's a closer look, jalapeno. And then we have his tail here. And on the back, I'm pretty sure behind him, we have the wings that we'll look at very shortly. And yeah, so awesome display window of Goliath. And then here to the side, we have even just amazing image of Goliath in flight. So now that we've looked over all of the box and everything, you know what's next. Let's crack this guy open. All right, so I have Goliath out of the packaging, and he looks absolutely amazing, as I knew he would. He comes with a number of cool accessories, so we're going to go through the accessories first. So here he comes with these wings that are large, man. He comes with 2 wings that attaches to Goliath, and yeah, he's living large with these wings here. Yeah, this is my first NECA figure review. However, I'm no stranger to the figures, and I feel like the sculpting that they place within their characters, man, it's really second to none. I mean, I really like what they're doing, what they have done with a lot of their figures. I know they have some QC issues with some of their figures, but these wings look amazing. The sculpting here throughout the wings, really like that. The colors that they utilize to highlight the wings with this purple and then the black and the detail. You see the veins here throughout the wings. The different details they've added to really give it that look, to really make things pop. I really like that. So we have 2 wings for this figure, which look great. And then we're gonna look at the tail here. So this tail attaches to Goliath, and I really like this because this is a bendy wire tail. So you can scope bend it and position it however you like. And I like that. I'm glad that they just didn't give us just a plastic tail, but they put a lot of thought in this, and I really like that. So you can bend and sculpt and place this tail however you like. So I like that addition. And then we have this book of magic here. It's a lot of scribble here, but definitely like the detail. Coloring. Really nice addition to this set. And then we have 2 sets of hands. So we have a clawing hand here. Again, the detail, you see the veins in the hand as he's seeking to claw at you. You have 2 fisted hands here, which look great. And here we have the head sculpt, which looks so cool. I love the sculpting. I love the detail throughout this head sculpt. It looks absolutely awesome. You know when he loses the pupils and he gets that growl, it's gonna get serious. It's all about to go down when he gets like this. So yeah, I really like this head sculpt. I'm not sure exactly which one that I'll utilize. I'm not sure if I'm gonna utilize the standard one or the beast mode head sculpt. I guess that's a great dilemma to be in, to not know which of the 2 to use, because both are great in their own right. And then last, but certainly not least, we have the infamous jalapeno pepper. And I can't eat anything spicy. This thing just looked like it'll set your mouth on fire. So yeah, it's a nice accessory and a nod to the animated series with this addition here too. Now we're gonna move to the man of the hour, and that is Goliath himself, who looks absolutely impressive. Love the sculpting throughout, man. The colors that they use to highlight his physique looks amazing. Again, the NECA figures, I'm always impressed with the attention to detail to the sculpting of the anatomy of the figures. I mean, I really love it. I love the muscle detail that they utilize throughout, the veins. You can see it really adds a personality, really brings this character to life. It really adds personality to this figure. It really does. I mean, they did it with, I have the Defenders of the Earth figures from NECA, and I saw that with them. I was really impressed with how they were sculpted, and I'm equally impressed with how this Goliath is. This Goliath is absolutely phenomenal sculpting throughout, from top to bottom. Look at the legs, the muscle detail in the leg areas. Look at the calves. This dude has done some serious exercising in the gym, man. He did not skip leg day, chest day, or shoulder day. I mean, all the way through, man. The detail just looks awesome. And here you have the face sculpting. You can hear Keith David's voice as you're looking at this face sculpt. So mission accomplished for NECA Toys. And then I want to look at the feet area. Here, the feet, really large feet. Really, I'm happy that he does have large feet. That way, that gives him a better opportunity, better chance of standing without falling. This is going to be a really top-heavy figure with the wings and everything. So you want him to have that really large, solid foundation. And I'm glad that he has large feet, and they really played that up with this figure. I want to look at this loincloth here. So I know many thought that this was going to be more cloth due to how well this thing is sculpted and colored. It's a soft plastic, but it looks so good on camera. Many thought that this was like actual cloth. They did an excellent job with this as well. The sculpting and the detail in the belt area, the gold color they use to really make things pop. All right, so let's take a look at Goliath's articulation here. So first and foremost, I'm gonna say this. I know the articulation in the head area is gonna be a little limited due to the sculpting of the hair and everything. So as far as him looking up, he can only look up so much. But as far as him looking down, he can look down really well. So if he's standing at the top of a building, he can be looking down on everyone before he takes to the skies. So head articulation looking down is really solid. And then he can look from side to side with no problem at all. He can go all the way around. So that's really good. He does have double jointed elbows here. So his elbows can bend really well. He does have pretty solid articulation here in the arm area. He has upper bicep swivel. So that goes around pretty well. This is super tight. I don't know if this even moves. It's not moving for me. I'm not going to force it. But as far as his upper bicep swivel, that's good. The double jointed elbows, he can bend really well with that. Here he has nice wrist rotation in his wrist area. He can go around. He can go up and down. And again, the articulation in the wrist is really good. The sculpting, look at that claw. But yeah, and as far as his upper torso articulation here, he has some rocking here. And he can go around really well. So that's good. Let's take a look at his ab crunch here. He can go down pretty well. So the articulation overall is not that bad with this figure. It's really good, honestly. I like it. I mean, you're going to be putting this figure in a variety of poses with or without the wings. And so I really like the articulation, even though there's only so much you can do with the head area. I'm not sure exactly what's going on up here, but overall, I really like it. Here in the leg areas, really fluid. You can definitely, look at that. So yeah, you can do the splits with no problem at all. Very flexible. Here he has good knee rotation. Go up, down here, no problem. Here he has some really solid articulation in the ankle area. Then he has added toe articulation with these big toes. So he has that. Overall, I really like what we're seeing with this figure. All right, time to have some fun with the various accessories that Goliath comes with. So we're going to attach these wings to Goliath first and foremost. So I'm going to move his head to the side here. And we're going to attach wing number 1, which goes on, snaps in pretty well. And then we're going to attach wing number 2. Come on down. And that snaps. Let's put them down. There we go. And we're gonna snap that in like that. Oh yeah, this looks so cool. And back him up, because this thing is so, man, look at that. Woo. These things are large, folks. Wow. Yes. This looks cool. All right, so let's attach the tail to Goliath. So I'm gonna take off the wings, and we'll snap the wings back on. But here, we're gonna snap this in here, I gather. This little area. Yeah, goes in pretty well. Look at that. I like that. And I guess this helps with him standing as well. You could bend this to give him that added support towards standing as you're posing him in the various poses that we're going to be placing him in. So, you know, he can be placed in a series of dynamic poses. So I really like that. And I think the tail, as well as these big, large clawed feet, really will help towards him standing effectively while you're posing him. And then we have here this alternate head sculpt. So we're going to place his beast mode head sculpt on. All right, so somebody's made him mad. He has to defend the castle and his friends. So here we go. Here we go. It snaps on easily. And there, oh, there he is. Goliath in beast mode. Fantastic. And then we are going to place these wings back on. And this one goes here. Snap these on. No problem at all. And we're going to snap this other one on. And we are good to go, folks. So here we are. Goliath. In this full glory. I'm trying to back him up, man. This thing is big. Woo. Man. Excellent looking figure. This is just great. I can definitely see why people are wanting those alternate wings, because these are so large. And if you get a few gargoyles from this line, I mean, it's going to take up so much space. So it'd definitely be great if you have that alternate wing, caped wing, to place on Goliath that he walks around with throughout the animated series. So this looks awesome, folks. Oh yeah, it's that time again. It's comparison time. And here with Goliath is two more impressive figures from the NECA brand in the form of the Phantom, as well as Flash Gordon from the Defenders of the Earth Wave. I look forward to seeing more figures from this line as well. And here with Goliath, I have yet another impressive figure from the Defenders of the Earth Wave with Ming the Merciless. Woo, and this guy is huge. Man, so alongside Goliath, I have my Marvel Select Abomination. And last but not least, I have from McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse line, my Devastator figure. Both characters truly represent the best of the best from both toy lines. Excellent job with NECA producing such a phenomenal figure. This Goliath figure is just fun. He's just going to be a lot of fun to pose around, to play with the various accessories that he comes with. You know, I really like that. I just really like the fun factor with this figure. And I look forward to everything else that's coming out with this line. You know, we're getting the alternate wings with the Bronx character, who looks equally amazing. We're getting my favorite gargoyle in Hudson. I cannot wait for that. We're getting Demona. We're also getting Cold Stone. You know, I really wonder how far this line will go. Will they cover all the characters? Which I feel they will. But I'm just excited for what they're doing with this line. I couldn't be more happy to have Goliath. I love this character. Like I said, the animated series is absolutely impressive all the way through. If you have not watched the Gargoyle series, I definitely recommend it. But really excited for having this figure, and I look forward to seeing how far they'll continue to go with this line. So it seems as if Ming the Merciless has recruited the Abomination for trouble, I'm sure, but they have no idea whose turf they're on because Goliath has been watching, and I'm sure he's going to have something to say about this when it's all said and done. Folks, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'd like to ask those of you who have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Hit that subscription button. I'd love for you to join Team Multiverse. Also, hit that like button. It will really help push the channel forward. Smash that bell notification so that you're notified when my videos drop. And if you did all that, I really appreciate it. And until next time, folks, be good to one another. Be safe, stay tuned, and remember, Goliath is watching. Till next time, folks, bye for now.